Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play the Saga of Darkness. We finally got to Kingdom Hearts 1! So much to do. So little time. Take your time. Don't be afraid. The door is still shut. Okay, now step forward. Can you do it? Can I pause? I can, good. So, kind of gives you a hint of how the rest of this Let's Play, quote unquote, is going to work out. I'm basically going to be cutting straight to the action, pretty much. I'm not going to do the fancy anime opening, even though it is really good and the music's great. Utada Hikaru is great. Her song is beautiful. But that's not why you're here. You're here for the story. So let's go with this. Now, Kingdom Hearts was the first game of the franchise released, obviously. So you're going to see a lot of that roughness in this game. Now, while this game is the cornerstone, not the cornerstone, I guess, it's the origin of the series, it's also probably one of the ones that not a lot of people likes to play. What I mean by that is, again, it goes back to the fact this is the first Kingdom Hearts game. A lot of the controls have not aged well. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Much better. Sorry. I'm also playing on the Final Mix version, which came with the all-in-one package that I bought when I bought Kingdom Hearts 3. So, Final Mix, I think I explained this when I started the Birth by Sleep one, is a re-release of the original game with added content. They've also changed a few things here and there. Mostly they changed enemy designs. Some enemies, a lot of enemies, have different appearances than they did in the original game. It's purely cosmetic. Honestly, I prefer the changes. They look nice. So, yeah, it's gonna be a bit rough. But still fun. Let's go. Walk, run. You'll know it very quickly when the game starts. Oh yeah, I'm also going to explain this real quickly because we ended off with Birth by Sleep the way it did. I'm going to rotate around to get a good look at Sora's face. That's who this is. Sora, remember the little kid from Destiny Islands? Yeah. This is him. It's him, not all grown up, but him grown up or more. So, I'm going to rotate. Jump. Hear that. Can I get a good look at our little boy? Can I? Actually, we can do it this way. Alright, before we do that, I'm going to explain this real quickly. Kingdom Hearts 1 had a very interesting idea of how to customize your character's leveling experience. Basically, we're going to be given these three objects here. One we get to keep, one we get rid of. And the other determines our other part. The first item we pick basically determines the order in which we gain certain abilities. So, for example, if we choose the sword, this would prioritize any and all physical attribute stuff. So, slide dash, combo plus, air combo plus. That's where all this comes into play. If we picked the shield, bad choice, you get more defensive stuff. Guard, boosts, passive abilities, stuff like that. Well, yeah, passive abilities, I guess, kind of. If we choose the rod, we get more magical-oriented stuff, like stun impact, treasure magnet, ripple grapple, ripple drive. So, yeah. My advice is to pick the one that gives you scan earliest. Scan is not an inherent ability like it was in Birth by Sleep. So, we want to get the sword first because we learn it at level 9. Alright, while we're here also, I'm going to pause right here so we can get a good look at Sora's face. Hold on a second. For those of you who are here with us with Birth by Sleep, those of you who are new to the Saga of Darkness Let's Play I'm doing, it's playing the entire game in chronological order. We already done Birth by Sleep. Now we're going to the base game because that's what's next. So, I asked if you're new to the Let's Play, do not spoil future games, only do the games that have already happened. So, Birth by Sleep to now is fair game. If you haven't played Birth by Sleep, I apologize. So, the big reveal at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 and during Ventus' storyline was we got to see Vanitas' face. It looked a lot like a grown-up version of him. There's a reason for this. This is because of the fact that... Before I go on, I'm going to explain a little bit more again. I'm also going to be explaining a lot of lore if you're new to this. So, there's going to be a lot of this every so often. The reason why Ventus looks like Sora is because at the beginning of the game, Ventus' heart was fractured when Xehanort ripped out Ventus from him. It's the reason why when we started the game, we were in a stained glass like this, but it was broken. Ventus was able to reach out to Sora's young, pure heart, and Sora offered him, basically, hey, I'll help you become whole again, you know? It helped him basically not be in a coma. Now, because of this, Ventus and Sora have become connected. It's my belief that this ethereal voice is talking to us, you know, the power of the warrior, invincible courage. That's actually Ventus talking to us. So it's my belief that every time we see this dialogue pop up, and it's not with a voice, it's because it's him talking to us in our heart. Because it's so nice and pretty that way. But because of the connection between Ventus and Sora, Vanitas was also connected to Sora as well. So since Ventus is a physical manifestation of the darkness in Ventus, he has no physical form naturally. But when connected to Sora, he got that form. Now, the real reason why Ventus looks like Sora is because the voice actor for Sora went to Nomura and went, I want to play a villain in the game. And he's like, okay. And he got a little overboard. That was the answer he gave when Birth by Sleep came out. And the voice actor for Sora in both versions voices Ventus as well. If you listen closely, you won't be able to really tell in this game because Sora's voice actor is still really young. But in Kingdom Hearts 2 and the future games, you really hear it. So yeah, let's go. So hold on a second. Let me actually make sure about something, because there's also a little bit more we need to worry about. Starting AP. There we are. Excuse me. The other thing is when we give up an artifact, we get to choose between, we get our starting base stats and our max stats picked at that point as well. So if we choose the sword and get rid of the shield, our starting HP will be 18, starting MP 2, starting AP 3, strength 6, yada yada yada, defense 1. Oof, that's brutal. So the best bet you want if you want to choose the sword, which has scan earliest, is to pick the sword, get rid of the shield. We're going to have low defense, and we are playing on prod mode, so it's going to be a bit difficult, but we can make up for it later on. As a side note, like with Birth by Sleep, the difficulty determines the if you can get the bonus cutscene or not. In beginner mode, you can't get it at all. In normal mode, you have to beat certain side objects, beat every single world to 100% completion, and complete your monster guide. If you're in proud mode, all you have to do is beat all the worlds 100% and do one thing. That's it. So proud mode's the best way of doing it. Alright, don't need that no more. Yes. Your path is set. Now what we give up in exchange? We're going to give up the shield like we said earlier. Shield repel all. Yes. You've chosen the power of the warrior. You've given up the power of the guardian. No, Yuna! Is this the form you choose? This is the last time you get to redecide if you don't want to. So, our base stats are going to be 18 HP, 2 MP, kind of sucks, but 3 AP, which is ability points, which we'll get to later on. 6 strength, 1 defense, 3 item slots, and 2 accessory slots. The last 2 are always going to be the same. At level 100, our base stats without any modifiers is going to be HP 87, which is the same across the board. MP 8, which is only too low. We have to pick too lower than the rod. If you pick the rod, you get 10. 51 AP, 49 strength, 45 defense, 7 item slots, and 3 accessory slots. All right. Each one has their own unique or their own beneficial perks. Rod gives you more magic, sword gives you more HP or strength, and the shield gives you more item slots. That's all we need to know about that. So at level 9, we will learn Scan. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. I was recording a lot of another game. Cinderella with brown hair. Is she a blonde? Sword. You've gained the power to fight. Alright, you've got it. Use the power to protect yourself and the others. HP and MP. Magic in this game is a bit different. Unlike in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, where we had the command gauge, we actually have magic points. Each spell takes up one of those blue bars to cast. Doesn't matter what it is: Cure, Fire, Blizzaga, Thundaga, Graviga. 1 bar. So we can kind of spam the crap out of that. Okay. There were times you have to fight. Keep your light burning strong. These are the enemies the unversed are in this game because we're not fighting Ventus. I'll go through them later on, or go on about them later on. XP about defeating enemies, experience to gain level, items. Okay. Behind you. R1 to lock on. And release to, press R1 again to release the lock. Alright. There you are. Oh no! Down we go. So what's this one? Just 3 beauties by the looks of it. Well, 3. 3 or 4? 3. Just 3 ladies. I'm assuming this is supposed to be Aurora. Sleeping Beauty. Put it on. I can't open it. By the way, this was changed from the original. Originally, there were no triangle commands. If you came across an object like this, you have to press X, or your attack would change to open. I honestly prefer the triangle button. Push large objects. Oop, come on. Yeah. You'll rarely see me actually do this unless the game requires it. Bam. Item. Right. Lift. And you'll never see me do that. Unless it's absolutely required. I never do that. There's no point to it. Oop. Open. Jeez. I was actually thinking about skipping this entire opening thing, but Well, the door isn't open yet. First, tell me about yourself. I can go first person if I need to. Alright, so, this is also important. This determines how much EXP we gain throughout the course of the game. Excuse me. There are 3 ways we can do this. 1, we gain a lot of EXP up front, but it takes longer for us to level up from level 50 onwards. There's the other one, which is just even EXP gain throughout the course of the game, which is the one we're aiming for. And the last one, where we get a lot of... it takes a lot to level up early on, but we get quicker EXP after level 50. For example, if we want to be the hard up front but easy in the end, it will take us 155 EXP to level up to level 5. But by the end of the game, it'll take 878,291 EXP. As opposed to the other one, which is easy up front, harder in the end. We get 96 to level up to level 5, but 984,856 to level up to level 100. As opposed to the easy middle of the road one, 120 in the middle to level 5, 949,815 to level 100. That's the one we're going to aim for. So, unfortunately, the guide doesn't tell us what we want. I think we have to pick all the middle ones to get the one we want. What do you want out of life? Honestly, I want to broaden my horizons. Alright. What are you afraid of? None of these, honestly. We're getting old, I guess, closest. Being different? My friends. That's not a lie. My friends are the most important things to me. Afraid of being different, you want friendship. Friendship begins at midday. That's the one we want. The harder up front, easier at the end is at dusk. And easier up front, harder at the end is dawn. Sounds good. The day you open the door is both far off and very near. Aurora! Funnily enough, these also correspond to the 3 starter worlds. This option buttons open the menu screen. Nope. Let's do this! Bring it. Now it's an actual fight. Now, you don't really worry about items too much, or healing, because these green orbs, every time an enemy dies, will heal you. There we go. That is a save point. There we go. Config. I don't like that. Config. I may switch that. I may fill that out later on. Save points. Save points restore your HP and MP whenever you run across them. Did we go? No, yeah, we did. I was about to ask, did we actually come across the, I'm so cute like this, I guess. The 3, what the hell? I did stuff in this game? Whatever. Oh, right, I remember now. Yeah, I started playing this once I got the all-in-one. But I decided against actually continuing it. I'll force myself to get used to this controls. The problem is, it's really hard to get a front look at Sora while moving. So yeah, this is the only one that isn't from the previous game. That's a really good drawing of Beast. Holy crap. The closer you get to the light, the greater your shadow becomes. Ominous! But don't be afraid. And don't forget. Don't forget what? What mustn't I forget? Alright, now we gotta fight this thing. We have to attack its hand. Oh yeah, we also don't have an auto dodge either. Or dodge right to get. We can actually climb up this thing's arm and attack him in the face for extra. Actually, we should do that. Oh crap. Doing certain actions in the game, such as blocking and reflecting projectiles at enemies, countering, hitting an enemy as they attack, stuff like that can give you extra EXP, referred to as technique points. And when you perform one, you'll see it pop up saying tech number. Ow. I really gotta find out a way to fix that camera. What do you think, buddy? Oh. Yeah, see? Tech 2. Those spots also tend to do more damage to the enemy than normal. So you want to attack him in the face to get and perform a combo. As a fun side note, when I was a kid, I thought this was actually the darkest side Sora. But, nah. But do not be afraid. But don't be afraid. Actually, it might be. You hold the mightiest weapon of all. That might be a Remnant Ventus. As a retcon. So don't forget. You're the one who will open the door. Thank ya.
Whoa! Give me a break, Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't... Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know. What was that place? So bizarre.
Yeah, sure.
Say, Kyrie, what was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
You ever want to go back?
Well, I'm happy here.
Really?
But you know, I wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too. Along with any other worlds out there. I want to see them all.
So what are we waiting for?
Hey! Aren't you guys forgetting about me? So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Ah!
And you're just as lazy as he is.
So you know this. Okay, we'll finish it together. I'll race you.
Huh?
What? Are you kidding?
Ready? Go!
And this is the start of Kingdom Hearts 1. Oh, it's so sweet, so happy. There's no way anything can get dark or dreary in this series, right? Oh, I love this game. Well, I love this franchise. Don't like this game. Like the story of this game. Like what happens. Don't like playing it. Alright, so, first things first. Kyrie, how are you? So, can you gather the rest of the supplies? Sorry, listen to me? Yeah, I heard you. Okay, here's what you need to go find. 2 logs, 1 cloth, and a rope. Bring everything back here. Need help? Just ask. I'm counting on you. So, if we're able to collect all the stuff that she asked for, hold on a second, without talking to her again, oh, that's so much better. Without talking to her again, we get a high potion. If we do it, if we talk to her again before getting everything, we will not get a high potion. We'll just get a regular potion. So, yeah. Is there a... There's no smoothness. That sucks. Auto keeps target locked on until disengaged. Manual locks target only when... Oh, no. One auto. Oop. So, there are a few other things we can do right now. And I actually recommend doing them. Excuse me. Give me this. Hey.
Hey, Sora, you feel lucky today?
That is Titus, or Titus. Someone actually brought up a good point about how to pronounce his name. Titus is his proper name. That's how he's pronounced in the proper games, I guess. That's how it's pronounced in Dissidia. But Titus makes more sense because, you know, Final Fantasy X is a freaking water game. There's a lot of water. You know, the tides. Us. So I'm going to call him Titus just because of that. It's also the name I referred to him as growing up. Climb, climb, climb. Oh boy. Rotate. There we go. There's the cloth we need. Drop down. That is Selfie from my favorite Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy VIII.
Ah, the breeze feels great.
And over here is Waka. And they got the perfect voice actor to play him. Is spot on. You can almost tell, you can't even tell it's a different person.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Perfect. Alright, then let's go up here. So we got the rope, we got the cloth, and there is the last log. And a best buddy Riku. Goes up to Kairi. Sorry, no time. Okay, so after talking to each of them, we can go into a duel with each of them. Obviously. I recommend doing that until you get at least Scan. So for us, that'll be level 9. If you want to save, you go inside here, and we can save. Excuse me. Right here. Oh. It's so much faster on the PS3 than on the PS2. I love this. Beating them also gives you potion generally. Just straight up beating Waka will give you 1 EXP. Straight up beating Selfie gives you 1 EXP. Straight up beating Titus gives you 2 EXP, or Titus. After you beat all 3 of them, you can challenge all 3 of them to a single battle, and you get 4 EXP for beating them. Riku, however, will give you 5 EXP if you beat him. Beating all 3 of them, Titus, Waka, and Selfie gives you a potion. Beating Riku gives you a potion as well. I only recommend fighting Riku after you get Scan. That way you have extra strength, more HP, more defense, stuff like that. I'm actually going to call the set here, probably. No, I'm going to take a quick break. I'm actually going to fight Waka a few times to get me up to learning Scan. Now, I recommend Waka because he throws his Blitz Ball at you, and if you hit it back, you get a tech point. If you hit it back and it hits him, you get extra tech points. You get 2 tech points. If you hit back his special, which is where he jumps into the air and throws a red one at you, you get even more EXP. And if you hit him with that, even more so. So even though TS gives you more EXP for beating him, Waka is the best one overall because it's a lot easier. He attacks from a distance, so you can just stand back like right this far from him and get the hits in easily. So that's what I'm going to do. So I will see you guys in next part. Probably a few hours for me, so see you guys soon.